Is it just me, or do you feel this is happening more and more these days? You pop on social media for a quick scroll through to see what's going on, and then within a minute or two, you start wondering to yourself, hey up, I think there might be something wrong with me. Because apparently, if you procrastinate or get distracted or have multiple things on the go at the same time, then that means you've probably got a condition. Here's the bit that tends to get conveniently missed out. Many of these behaviours aren't actually problems in themselves. They're just things that we all do, but on a scale at various levels of intensity. For example, it's like at one end of the scale, you've got someone like Harry Enfield's character, Wayne Slob, who couldn't organise a piss-up in a brewery. At the other end, there's Monk, the detective, where everything has to be perfect and exact. Otherwise, life grinds to a halt. I'll give you an example of one of my many oddities. When I'm hanging my washing out, the pegs have to match. Same type, same colour. Does it matter? Not really. Do I still do it? Abso-fucking-lutely. But that isn't clinical OCD. All it is having mild preferences and being a little bit particular. But if I couldn't leave the house until every single peg was perfectly aligned and it took over my whole day, well, that's a very different conversation, isn't it? And this is where social media muddies the water. Because yeah, it does show you the behaviour, all right, but it also skips over the most important question. How much is it actually affecting your life? Just because you can relate to some of these things that you've seen or heard on these platforms doesn't automatically mean you've got a condition. To be fair, when people joke about something like OCD, I get why some people won't like it. Because if you're dealing with something at the extreme end, then it's not even slightly funny, it's exhausting. However, at the same time, the fact that people talk about these things and it's a little bit more visible, it means that mental health is getting more normalised and the stigma attached to it is reducing. Let's be honest, humour helps. As the saying goes, humour is the best medicine. And it really can be the one thing that makes heavier topics easier to approach. So instead of saying to yourself, this label fits me perfectly, ask yourself this question instead. Whereabouts am I on the scale? And is it actually causing me any problems? Because that's the bit that matters. Not whether you recognise the traits, but whether it's running your life. If it is, get proper help from a professional. But if it isn't, then just accept it as one of your quirks that makes you unique and get on with the important things in life. And if that hit a nerve, good. Nerves are usually a good indicator of something important turning up. And if this made you think a little bit differently, you'll probably like the rest of the things I do.